still can't hear anyone.
Because there are tired dogs in your area. There are drivers in your area. Uber.
Shut up for like ever. Hold on.
Allergies are relentless. A stroll in the park? Unbearable.
Guys, things are getting really bad for one particular streamer, and
So just so you guys know, I recently reacted to a guy named Coagula, right? So he fucking, he like bone smashes his face, does all this, he max beautifies, max something, I don't know. So he does that, and I made fun of him. And just because I made fun of him, and I was like, hey, I'll smash your bones in your face for free. All this shit. Oh, I'm so funny. I want to show you guys something.
I think a lot of us have honestly seen this coming. I think we all kind of knew that it was going to get bad sooner or later, but it's manifested itself in one of the scariest ways it probably could. And I mean, this is it. This is the turning point. This is potentially the beginning of the end. If something does not change here quickly with our friend Clavicular, he's probably not going to be our friend that much longer. Guys, the keen and observant.
So this guy's being a little bit aggressive on his accusations of this guy. And I will say he is okay on it, but he's a little bit aggressive. Hold on.
To August, the Doug viewer, may have noticed something over the last month or so. Now look, if you didn't notice this, it's really not that big of a deal. I am going to think less of you, but you really shouldn't let that affect you as much as you're probably going to want to. We can rebuild. If you've really been paying attention, over the last month or so, you've probably noticed that we have talked about Clavicular a lot on this channel. It feels like it's pretty much been once a week, and usually when I make those videos, it's like a funny haha thing. Clavicular does something stupid, we point and laugh.
Yes, I would agree. Like, once again, this guy smashes bones in his face. He does all this bullshit. He's got these two losers behind him. Like, they're posted up like this. Like, are you going to say yes to him? Are you going to say yes to him? He has two people waiting. I know. But yes, I agree.
And then we get serious for like the last 2 minutes of the video, and I say something usually along the lines of like, if somebody doesn't step in at some point, shit's gonna get bad for the guy. Unfortunately.
And just so you know, I watched another video about this guy, but I will use this video to explain it, but he is fucked up. He is fucked up. Now me, why? Why sound? Why would you say something about this guy? Because I used to do a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs. I've done everything. I've smoked crack. I've done meth. I've done everything just because people wanted me to. I've never been addicted to anything besides pain pills, but I got off of it. No, I'm good. But I do have an aspect ratio to look into this thing. So if I look at this fucking goddamn guy here, he is definitely on Adderall as the upper. I don't know what his downer is, like if it's like heroin, oxycodone, you know, fentanyl, whatever. I don't know what his downer is, but his upper is definitely Adderall. I'll show you.
It seems like we have kind of hit that point. As of right now, it is being reported.
And normally what happens when somebody does too much drugs, they do what is called like a John Belushi. They use something that makes you go up and then something that makes you go down. And they combine them so that they can do more of the thing that makes you go up and the thing that makes you go down. That is not how you should do drugs. I was a drug addict for a long time. You should do either your upper or your downer, whichever one you like. I like downers more than I like uppers. So like I've done coke and all this stuff, but only when I'm having sex and stuff like that. And it really makes something better. But when I'm down, I just want to go to sleep. And that's normally what I want to do because I'm in a lot of pain and different shit. So like, I know the difference between the two, but a speedball, which this is referred to as, is you doing like Adderall and heroin or any kind of pain pill. So that thing's going to try to knock you out and you'll start nodding down and being like, then you can do Adderall, which I fucking hate. even more than cocaine. Or you could do cocaine and you could bring yourself back up so you're not down. You could be like, oh, I'm more awake and I can stream. You do this so you can be fucked up once again, but you can still stream because you have the upper. Is that worth losing your life for? Probably not. You guys know my stream, once again I'm going to be honest, is me being drunk all the time. That's because I play with fucking blood thinners and shit that help me make me feel better because I have a heart disease. But if I get drunk, that's also a blood thinner. So it actually makes me feel better. Even though if it's not helping me because it's alcohol, it makes me feel better. So I do it. This is a guy doing Adderall and something else just to be up and do these streams. This is not the right way to go. Let's look a little more.
That yesterday, Clavicular OD'd while he was live streaming. Now, this has not been confirmed.
So I've seen this video. He did not OD. Okay. Just so anybody in here wants to know, once again, I am a professional drug user, or I was. I'm not anymore. But I was a professional drug user. He did not OD. He did not OD. He looked like he took a bunch of Adderall and then tried to take a bunch of pain medicine and feel good. And then he miscalculated, or the guy on the left, team of people didn't regulate his dosage correctly. So I think they fucked up. You definitely should not have been doing that much pain medicine ever. Like, you should dabble in pain medicine and then hit the fucking Xanax and the fucking Adderall and shit like that to bring you back. I don't even know if I should be saying this. Like, my knowledge of this shit is insane. But yeah, you should be using a little bit of Xanax and a little bit of Adderall if you don't have anxiety to bring you back from being amped up on either cocaine or something like that. But anytime anybody is new into playing with a lot of drugs, like trying to balance a lot of drugs, they will never nail it. They'll always think they know what they're talking about, and they'll always be like, I'm fucked up. And you guys are like, yeah, do we call an ambulance? Do we not? Like, it always ends up like that. So I'm just going to say what this video is about is, like, I don't want any harm to come to this guy. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he tries to steal people's girlfriends and talk shit and all this and all that. And I don't give a shit. I think he's an idiot. But I also don't want him to be hurt. And you really cannot keep doing what you're doing. You can't do what's called a speedball. You can't do the uppers and the downers at the same time and, like, fight them against each other. Because that will never work. It never does. People always die from that. And I really think people around him need to tell him that he needs to stop. Like, he can keep smashing his bones and injecting snakes, semen in his face. I don't know what the fuck it's called. You can do all of that. But somebody please message this guy and tell him to stop listening to these people that are telling him to do drugs. This is fucking absolutely ridiculous. But I love you guys, and I love him. I hope he gets some help. You guys have a wonderful night.